Hey guys, it's Farmer Brad and I'm in the garden, and I don't think I ever made a video about this, but I love my GreenStalk. Let me show you what it is and why I like it. So the GreenStalk is a vertical planter, but what makes it different than other planters is that when you refill this basin up here, it has a number of levels. So 3, 4, 5, and you fill up that water, and then there's these little holes that will drip in those sections. But if you look in here, actually this one's so this also pours down into the center, and then there is a water basin, let's see, that thing that collects the water and then drips it. So this whole thing can get evenly watered, and I have a total of 5 tiers, but I've only planted in these 2. So let me show you what the other tiers look like and how to fill them up. Here are 2 tiers, and this gives you a better look at these water bowls. And you want to make sure that these holes are lined up with the sections so that they get water. But what I do is I get a bale of Pro Mix. It just makes it easy, takes the guesswork out of it. And then I fluff up the dirt. I don't want to compact it in here because I want it loose so that roots can grow. And what's cool about the GreenStalk too is that these are deep enough that you can do carrots in them. You can do lettuce. They even have a cage or supports for doing tomatoes. So let me fill this one up, and then we'll get it stacked, and then we'll start planting some things in it. Okay, so I have this one filled now, and I used about a half of a bale for these 3. So if you have 5 tier, then I would say you probably at least need 2 of these Pro Mix potting soil, all-purpose potting mix. Now I'm gonna take the garden hose and soak this soil to make sure that it doesn't dry out, and then we'll be able to stack them and plant them. The other thing I really like about the GreenStalk is that it's mobile. So I had another vertical planter years ago, and once it was put together, it was locked. You could not move it. Here you can take each tier. Let's say you get a 7 tier 1, then you could have 3 and 4 on another stack. And then they also I have the wheels, so I could like move it around, and it's really nice. So to stack these others, what I'll do is I'll remove this water basin from the top, and then I'll put this water collection bowl, and then I'll put the next one. And there's these little clips there, or areas that sort of fit into each other. And so then I'll put on the next one. Mindful of it being on level ground, because I have one more tier, and that could get top heavy. But one thing that helps is the soil helps weight it down too. Okay, so I have all 5 tiers, and then I put the water basin on top, and this thing is like right at upper chest level for me. So it's a lot taller than I thought. Let me get a wide shot. Yeah, so this gives a lot of pockets of potential food. And so this is really awesome if you live in an apartment, just have a patio or a deck. So I'm probably going to plant some lettuce up towards the top, and then plant some other things. So I have to get my seeds and start planting. So in the top level, we have lettuce. Here we have some melody spinach on this level all the way around. Now I'm gonna try to mix it up a little bit on the lower levels. I don't know if you saw this on Instagram, but it's a pretty good hack. I went to Hobby Lobby and found this photo organizer, and it works perfect for grouping your seeds together and keeping them all together and secure. I get a lot of my seeds from In My Gardener. I try to stick with heritage or heirloom seeds so that I can gather the seeds in the future. Let's see, there's some peppers. Okay, so I got this planted, did 2 layers of, well, this one's lettuce, this one's spinach. Then I did a layer of marigolds. Marigolds, I've heard, are good at keeping varmints away from your garden. And then I did 2 layers of like jalapenos or peppers and stuff. So we'll see how that turns out. And then over here I end up, this is what I call a confidence booster tomato. I bought it I think for 15 and it was just like that. So this like instantaneously makes you feel good that your garden is being bountiful and stuff. I've also scattered some marigolds there. I planted some little like green onion there. And then what did I plant over here? I planted some more marigolds over here. And I don't know what happened, but I tightened this down and this connector's already leaking. So I may try to double up a gasket, but it's they just don't make garden hoses very good these days. Here we had some extra marigolds and some pots, so we put them in there. Over here, this bed is looking really nice. Had a deep layer of sheep and cow manure, and that did well. And then on the top I did Pro Mix. Over here I put some loofah gourd seeds, so maybe it will vine up here. I'll vine that way, and then this is cucumber, hopefully vine it that way. And then this is pretty much opened up, so I'm not sure what I'll put here, but I'm pretty happy with how the garden's coming along. So I hope you enjoyed this video, that it helped inspire you to get in your garden and just grow and make something happen. So I feel pretty good about the garden starting off this year, and looking forward to enjoying its bounty.